This episode of Beyond the Backyard is brought to you by Ultimate Archery and Outdoors, Ultimate Deer Products, Head to Tracks Incorporated, Red Life Food Plot Seed Company, Tacticam, Jay's Sporting Goods, and by Oz Cut Broadheads. Welcome back to Beyond the Backyard, the podcast where we talk about hunting, fishing, and the great outdoors in Michigan. I'm your host, Steve, and today's episode is one that you can't afford to miss. Now, we are just days away from October 1st, the official kickoff of Michigan's archery deer season. That day is sacred to so many of us, and it's a day that we wait all year long for. But this year, there's a dark cloud hanging over the opener. There's a possibility of a Michigan state government shutdown, and that could really affect your ability to buy a deer license this fall. Now, let me be clear. You need to get your license before October 1st. Don't wait. Don't assume that you'll be able to grab it last minute, because if the state government shuts down, those systems may not even be working. The DNR online portal could be frozen, in-person outlets could be offline, and you could be stuck at home while everyone else is climbing into their tree stands. Now, here's the frustrating part. We shouldn't even be in this situation. The fact that lawmakers in Lansing can't come together to pass a budget on time, that doesn't fall on us hunters. That's 100% on them. We've got hardworking families across this state who look forward to deer season all year long, and now they're being forced to worry about politics. Think about it. The one season that unites Michigan deer hunters more than any other, and now it's at risk because the people running the state can't reach a resolution, and that's completely unacceptable. Whether you lean left or right, or you're straight down the middle, this is common sense. Outdoor traditions like deer season should never hang in the balance because of political games. So what does the shutdown mean in practical terms? Well, it means the state government offices close, funding stalls, and services that we rely on every single day could be disrupted. And yes, that includes the Department of Natural Resources. If the licensing system goes down, online or at retail counters, hunters who are procrastinating will be out of luck. No license, no hunting. It's that simple. Imagine waiting all year long for October 1st, setting up your stand, prepping your bow, and then realizing you can't legally hunt because you don't have that little piece of paper or that digital tag in hand. And that's a nightmare scenario that we're trying to avoid. Now, Michigan's deer season isn't just about recreation. It's a tradition, an economy. In many ways, it's a way of life. Camps are booked, families are coming together, and small businesses depend on the traffic. If licenses aren't available, that ripple effect hits everyone. And again, we shouldn't even have to be talking about this. Government should be able to do its most basic job, keep the lights on, and keep services running. Instead, hunters are being forced to rush and adjust because Lansing can't get it together. I mean, you got to think about the total people that would be affected by this. Between attractants, the amount of calls, it is completely a ripple effect. People go to a gas station to buy a license. They spend money while they're there. I mean, it's not just about a license. There's way more people that are affected by this than just people in Lansing or us, the hunters. But here's the bottom line. Don't wait. Get your hunting license now. Buy it online through the DNR system or stop at your local authorized place. Get it squared away so you don't have to worry about it. I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared for the season. It's like sighting in your bow or checking your stand safety harness. Preparation is key. I don't want to see you guys getting caught flat-footed when the season starts. Now, I want to zoom out just for a split second here. This isn't just about deer licenses. This is about a bigger picture of how government decisions, or in this case, indecision, affect real people. Hunters, anglers, trappers, campers, we all rely on a functioning DNR. We rely on conservation programs, state land access, habitat projects, and yes, something as basic as buying a hunting license. We should not be pawns in a political standoff. The people in Lansing need to understand that their failure to compromise has consequences far beyond their chamber walls. It hits real families, real traditions, and the backbone of Michigan's outdoor economy. And as a sportsman or a sportswoman, we need to remember this. Stay engaged, stay informed, and hold leaders accountable. Because we shouldn't be in this scenario, and it's up to us to make sure this doesn't keep happening year after year. But I want to wrap this up with a clear message. So I just want to make this clear. Do not wait till September 30th. Do not gamble that the system will be up October 1st. Because everything I'm hearing from politicians in the state, they do not see it happening by October 1st, a government agreement before a government shutdown, which is just completely ridiculous. They have one job. is to go in there and strike a deal, work together. But the problem is that they're always trying to get their own agendas in there. They have to make sure that whatever's in that budget fits their agenda or whoever they're trying to help fund, which is ridiculous. And then the people that get hurt are you and me. I mean, they talk about how there's been a 30% decrease in the number of hunters over the last 20 years. And they talk about how 80% of their revenue comes from deer licenses. But yet, they do stuff like this. Do you think this is going to make hunters that are just getting into it, or people that are already frustrated with the system, do you think this is going to make them love hunting more in the state of Michigan? Or will they say, forget it? Will they go down to Indiana hunt, Iowa, Illinois, Kansas, and just completely give up on Michigan as a whole because they can't get their act together? The actions that they do, the decisions they make, aren't in a way that are going to positively influence people to buy licenses, people to want to get involved in hunting in the state of Michigan. And it seems like this is a thing that happens over and over again. They say they want one thing, but they do nothing to help it out. They say they want more doe shot, but do you see them decreasing the cost of doe tags to maybe get people to shoot more does? No. They say they want more hunters, but yet then they make it so that the government's going to shut down and then we'll lose the ability to buy a license. So over and over again, we're seeing actions or problems they say we have, and then the actions they make don't line up with the issues they want solved. But just take 5 minutes today and get it done. And then you can focus on what really matters. Being in the woods when the sun comes up on that beautiful opening morning. But let's also use this as fuel. Talk to your buddies, post about it, share this podcast. Make sure every hunter in Michigan knows what's going on, because none of us should miss out on deer season because something as ridiculous as a government shutdown. We shouldn't be in this mess. But since we are, the only thing we can do is to prepare, stay ahead, and make sure we're ready for the opener. That's going to do it for today's episode of Beyond the Backyard. I'm your host, Steve. Remind you that Michigan deer season is about family, tradition, and the outdoors. Get out there, write those emails, send those calls, let those politicians in Lansing know that you care, and let this state be about what we love and not about politics. Let's not let Lansing get in the way of what we love to do here in this great state. Buy your license now, be ready, hunt safe, shoot straight, and as always, I'll see you beyond the backyard.